Okay, today we're fooling around with a 93 F-body Camaro Z28. The car has either knockoff or Corvette type wheels, 17s in the front, 18s in the back. I have a problem with this. This is my son's car because these short wheel studs didn't have the kind of thread engagement that I'd like to see on the back wheels anyway. So we're going to go with this longer ARP stud, part number 100-7708, 12 millimeter by 1.5. So as you can see, they're quite a bit longer. Should get plenty more thread engagement. Back wheel sitting over there. And the issue we're running into, I was trying to get my son to do this on his own, but he's not sure what to do. I already have one here actually. So it looks like the caliper bracket is kind of in the way. You can't slide it through from the back. I'm going to put it in neutral. He wasn't smart enough to do that on his own. But I'm going to see there's kind of a notch here, but it's just not enough of an angle. So I feel like we're going to take a grinder to that, maybe do a little clearancing and see if we can't make that fit. So that's the plan right now. I'm going to try to rotate it around and see if there's a better spot, but I think it's either this one or there's another spot here on the lower side which got a little bit of a groove, but I just don't see that one. Well, I'll have to rotate the axle anyway to see if that one will work. So we might just massage that one, really. One or the other. You're probably going to get the grinder, and we'll see if we can make this work and hopefully get him back on the track for high school drags pretty soon. Okay, so did some massaging with the grinder. I have a Bauer 20 volt cordless because that's what I use for my cordless impact for drag week and Rocky Mountain race week as a Bauer. So I went ahead and got their grinder. Took a good chunk out of it. Probably could have pulled the axle, but I don't feel like getting in there. And saves a little money on gear oil and crap like that and a gasket. So I've just figured this is a beefy bracket for what it is. So I thought there was enough material to shave into it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the next one in. Okay, so we got it through. We go ahead and push it till we seat that. I went ahead and grabbed a large nut. And I'm just going to stick it as a spacer here. We'll set the installation tool on top of that. So now we're in. I'm using the large nut as a spacer just so I don't have to go too deep on the threads here. And there's plenty of thread. Back this off a little bit. You see I'm capturing plenty of threads here. And I'm still turning it off, so that gives you an idea. We're quite a few turns in on it before we even get the knurling at the back here. Alright, I'll start cranking on it here. Like I said, we got one installed already. We'll do this one. We'll put the rotor on, mount the wheel, and we'll just see with these two studs on what kind of contact we're getting. I believe it's more than plenty, but I like to test fit stuff. I honestly wouldn't have recommended taking all 5 of these out, but that's where we started. I think he got excited playing whack-a-mole, knocking them out. So anyway, we'll get back to the installation. Day 2 of what should be an easy job. As you can see, it's not really sticking out really far with the original wheel studs. So he's already removed one wheel stud from the passenger side. The driver's side is finished. I just want to get a quick glimpse of this side. before he finished it up. What we ran into though is these 1-inch acorn style lug nuts just are not long enough, and they're bottoming out on the new studs. So we went to O'Reilly's and got some special cool tuner type lugs, and they fit, but they look horrendous. I'm gonna go ahead and put the center cap on it and just see what it looks like with that, because right now it looks ridiculous. Still kind of looks ridiculous. Hopefully the track doesn't get mad that they don't project out, but there are no threads there, so it really doesn't matter in my estimation. But to me, this is a much safer deal than what he had, and it sticks out considerably further. I think we have one other option at O'Reilly's in terms of a local lug nut we can get here, but they were sold in packs of 4, and it was as much as a pack of 20 of these other style with the open end. So these are Dorman current lug nuts. So back to the job, hopefully be finished soon.